It might surprise a lot of people to know that one of the world's most iconic snacks, Flamin' Hot Cheetos, started not in a boardroom or high-tech lab, but in the mind of a janitor with a bold idea and a deep love for flavor. No joke, the fiery, cheesy, crunchy snack that's now a cultural phenomenon almost never existed. But one moment of inspiration and a fearless experiment helped turn some bland cheese puffs into one of the most loved and instantly recognizable snacks ever created. Now, what happens behind the scenes to bring these spicy snacks to life by the millions? From the top-secret machines that puff them into shape to the vibrant red seasoning that sticks to your fingers, this is the incredible process that transforms simple corn into a snack that's anything but. It all started back in the 1970s in California at a Frito-Lay plant. Richard Montañez, working as a janitor at the time, saw an opportunity in a batch of plain, unseasoned Cheetos that rolled off the line. There was nothing remarkable about them, just soft, crunchy shapes without any flavor. But for Richard, it was the blank canvas he needed. Drawing inspiration from the bold, spicy street foods of Mexican culture, especially elote corn smothered in chili, lime, and cheese, he took those plain puffs home, added his own chili powder and spices from the kitchen pantry, and whipped up a batch that had serious heat and flavor. It was nothing official, just one man's vision of what a snack could be. But it changed everything. He didn't stop at the kitchen experiment. He pitched the idea directly to Frito-Lay executives. Imagine the guts that took a janitor walking into the office of top-level decision makers to present a homemade version of what would become one of the most successful snack ideas in the company's history. And they listened. By 1992, Flamin' Hot Cheetos hit store shelves, and people went crazy for them. That explosive mix of spice, cheese, and crunch immediately developed a cult following. From there, the story only got hotter, but the journey from kitchen experiment to global icon is just part of what makes Flamin' Hot Cheetos legendary. What happens inside the factory to produce them at scale? That's where things get really spicy. Every bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos begins with something basic, cornmeal. Not sweet corn, though. This is field corn, known for its firm texture and low sugar content. It's sturdy stuff, perfect for making something as crunchy and structurally solid as a Cheeto. After the corn is harvested, it goes through several steps. It's cleaned, dried, and ground down into a fine golden powder known as cornmeal. It all starts on the farm long before the corn even makes its way into the factory. These aren't the juicy ears of sweet corn you'd toss on the grill. This is tough, rugged field corn, bred for performance, not flavor. Inside the factory, this cornmeal is stored in massive silos, each capable of holding literal tons. These aren't just storage units, they're precision-controlled environments where temperature, moisture, and cleanliness are constantly monitored. The goal? Consistency. Each batch of cornmeal is inspected, measured, and tested to make sure it meets strict quality standards. If something's off, it doesn't go in. When it's time to move forward, water is added in exact ratios to create a pliable mixture. Getting the moisture content just right is absolutely critical. Too much water and the snack turns soggy. Too little and it won't puff up correctly. It's all about finding the perfect balance. The next stop? One of the most important pieces of machinery in the entire factory, the extruder. This beast of a machine takes the moistened cornmeal and subjects it to serious pressure, up to 300 pounds per square inch, and heat that climbs to nearly 280 degrees Fahrenheit. Inside the extruder, that simple cornmeal mixture transforms into something doughy and elastic, ready to become the unmistakable Cheeto shape. The dough is then pushed through a metal mold called a die. This is what gives Cheetos their quirky, irregular shapes. Unlike something like pretzels or crackers, no two Cheetos are exactly alike, as that dough hits the open air after exiting the die, it expands rapidly thanks to the heat and pressure change, creating those light, puffy, airy snacks. At this point, they're called coleets. They're pale, soft, and have a texture that's more like a rice cake than the finished product. Coleets might not look impressive at first glance, but they're the foundation of everything. Their shape and internal structure determine how the seasoning will cling later and how the crunch will sound when you bite into it. And that irregular, wild look, it's part of the charm. Some fans even search for Cheetos that look like objects, animals, or even celebrities. There's a whole underground of oddly shaped Cheetos trading online. Seriously, in fact, those quirky shapes have become a kind of hidden Easter egg in every bag. One moment you're snacking, and the next you found a Cheeto that looks uncannily like a seahorse or Elvis Presley. There's even a growing collector culture around these rare finds. People post photos, assign nicknames, and in some cases even sell them online for ridiculous amounts. There was once a flamin' hot Cheeto shaped like Harambe the gorilla that sparked a bidding war. It's snack meets art, and no one saw it coming. The irregularity isn't a glitch in the system, it's a feature. Each colete forms differently depending on the speed, pressure, and temperature at the moment it exits the die. Some twist, some bend, some loop around like a mini tornado. And it's not just the shape that varies. The air pockets inside each one help create that signature crunch that Cheetos are famous for. Sound engineers have even studied the acoustics of a bite to help maintain that addictive texture. That crunch isn't just satisfying, it's designed, and all of that starts with the humble, misshapen, underappreciated colete. It's the skeleton of the snack, and every curve and twist helps build the full Cheeto experience. It's part of what keeps people reaching into the bag again and again. No two bites are exactly the same, and that unpredictability, that's what keeps things fun. Once shaped, the coleets ride a conveyor belt straight to the fryer. This is where the magic of crunch happens. The fryer isn't your typical deep fryer. It's a massive vertical oven that towers about 12 feet high. As the coleets descend through this high-tech oil bath, they're cooked at over 300 degrees. The intense heat evaporates the moisture and solidifies the shape, turning those pale, soft puffs into golden, crunchy Cheetos. Timing is everything in this stage. If they spend too much time in the oil, they'll become too hard, too little, and they'll be chewy. The system automatically rotates and flips the coleets, making sure every piece cooks evenly from all sides. By the time they emerge, they've got that perfect crispness that's become the signature texture. But what would Cheetos be without their flavor? This is where Flamin' Hot steps into the spotlight. After frying, the Cheetos head into a massive rotating drum, a tunnel that can stretch over 25 feet long. Here, the spicy, cheesy seasoning is applied, and the Flamin' Hot mix is no joke. It's carefully developed to hit that exact blend of heat, tang, and cheesy richness. It includes aged cheddar cheese powder, garlic and onion powders, chili peppers, citric acid for that tangy bite, and a proprietary blend of spices that gives it that unmistakable kick. It's mixed with oil to help it adhere evenly to the snack's surface. As the Cheetos tumble through the drum, the seasoning is sprayed on, coating every bump, curl, and groove. That vibrant red color isn't just for show either. It's part of the appeal. It signals danger and deliciousness at the same time. The coloring is a mix of natural and artificial additives, giving the snack its fiery look and helping cement its visual identity. There's a reason people can spot Flamin' Hot Cheetos from across the room. Once seasoned, they're not quite ready yet. There's one more important step: cooling. As simple as it sounds, this stage is vital. The freshly seasoned Cheetos pass through a long tunnel where high-powered fans blow cool air across them. This locks in the flavor, keeps the seasoning from smearing or clumping inside the bag, and ensures that the snack maintains that ideal crunch all the way to your mouth. After cooling, there's still more quality control. teams and automated systems inspect the Cheetos for consistency. They're checking for size, shape, crunch, and seasoning coverage. If a batch is even slightly off, they'll trace it back to the fryer, extruder, or seasoning drum to make adjustments. Every 30 minutes, a team of trained experts actually tastes the product to make sure it meets the exact same standards as always. Then comes the final step, packaging. The Cheetos are funneled onto a conveyor system that automatically weighs each batch, ensuring each bag gets the perfect amount. The bags themselves are a marvel of engineering, triple layered with printed branding on the outside, aluminum to block light and air, and a special sealant to lock out moisture. That's why Flamin' Hot Cheetos stay fresh for so long, even after traveling across the globe. And after sealing, the bags are stamped with batch numbers, expiration dates, and quality codes. This helps with tracking, freshness, and even recall efforts, just in case something goes wrong. From there, the bags are boxed up, stacked onto pallets, and shipped out in climate-controlled trucks to stores, vending machines, and snack aisles everywhere. And the demand? Massive. Flamin' Hot Cheetos are so popular that some factories run 24/7 just to keep up. From California to Tokyo, they've become a global obsession. Exclusive flavors appear in certain countries, like wasabi-infused versions in Japan or lime-enhanced options in Mexico, sparking a black market for rare variants. Over the years, the Flamin' Hot brand has expanded into everything from popcorn to mac and cheese. Even other snacks like Ruffles and Doritos have gotten the Flamin' Hot treatment. There's Flamin' Hot merch, fashion collabs, and even themed beauty products inspired by that intense red color. And yeah, they've even sparked health debates. Too many Flamin' Hot Cheetos at once can cause what fans jokingly call Cheeto belly. That fiery seasoning? It's serious business. In some cases, people have ended up in hospitals after overindulging, so yes, enjoy them, but maybe not the whole bag in one sitting. Still, behind the snack is a powerful message. Bold ideas, fearless creativity, and persistence can lead to something iconic. From Richard Montañez's humble beginnings to factories pumping out millions of bags a day, Flamin' Hot Cheetos are more than just a spicy treat. They're a cultural symbol of flavor, innovation, and hustle. Every time that bag opens and that first puff crunches, it's not just a snack, it's a story. From pantry spice blends to high-tech machinery, from a janitor's dream to a worldwide sensation, the Flamin' Hot Cheetos journey is nothing short of epic. So next time someone grabs a handful, remember that crunch comes with a legacy. If this behind-the-scenes look into how Flamin' Hot Cheetos are made blew your mind, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the snacks you love. Drop a comment on your favorite Flamin' Hot creation, and until next time, keep crunching.